Most people know Itzhak Bentov through Stalking the Wild Pendulum, that weird little book from 1977 that mixed physics, mysticism, and consciousness in a way almost no one had before. It's been floating around for decades like a cult artifact. New Agers cite it, scientists dismiss it, and most people only remember the easy parts: the pendulum metaphor, the oscillating consciousness, the quirky physics diagrams. But here's the truth: what everyone repeats is not what mattered most. The pendulum wasn't some quirky metaphor, it was Bentov's way of pointing at something far deeper. The body as an antenna, consciousness as vibration, and the esoteric initiations he could only hint at without saying the words. See, everyone knows the surface version. Pendulum swings back and forth. Consciousness rides the arc. Cute metaphor. But a pendulum isn't about the swing. It's about the restoring force. Gravity pulls it back. Resistance slows it down. Every oscillating system, hearts, thought loops, planetary cycles, works the same way: tension, release, and return. Again, mystics already knew this. They encoded pendulums into rituals: swinging lamps, incense, chains, rhythmic chants, and drumming. They knew oscillation was the language of entrainment. Put the body into rhythm, and you can catch consciousness at the peak of the swing, where time pauses, where the reversal begins. That's the gateway. And if you've studied Hermeticism, Tantra, Catholic Mass, it's obvious. The pendulum is part of the method. One of Bentov's biggest insights, ignored by most, is that the body itself is a resonant cavity. Sit in meditation and your heartbeat literally generates standing waves in your chest cavity. Your body becomes an antenna, which means consciousness isn't produced by the brain, it's tuned by the body. Nervous system, blood flow, spinal fluid, tuning forks, not generators. So what tunes the pendulum? Again, rhythm. If your rhythm is chaotic, stress, anxiety, trauma, you scatter the signal. If your rhythms are coherent, mantra, prayer, meditation, you lock onto higher frequencies. That's why every tradition on earth leaned on breath, chant, drumbeat. Here's the deeper layer. At the exact peak of the pendulum swing, time stops. For a split second, there's no forward, no backward, just stillness. Mystics have always said the same: the silence between breaths, the pause between thoughts, the still point where eternity lives. If he'd written it straight, it would have been tossed in the fringe bin. So he smuggled initiation into physics class. He didn't say Kundalini, but when he describes vibrations climbing up the body, that's exactly what he means. He didn't say Merkaba, but when he diagrams toroidal oscillations, that's what he's drawing. But here's what he didn't spell out: oscillation has a dark side: thought loops, emotional reactivity, political polarity. People stuck swinging endlessly, thinking motion equals progress. That's bondage. The mystics always warned: transcend duality or get lost in it. And it scales up. Subatomic particles vibrate, planets swing in and out of orbit, galaxies expand and contract. History itself oscillates. Civilizations rise, overextend, and fall. As above, so below. Harmonic resonance, the pendulum isn't local, it's cosmic law. Which brings us to right now, 2025. Living in extremes: politics, identity, spirituality. Everything polarized. Everyone's swinging hard one way or the other. And the danger: the harder you swing, the harder the reversal. That's pendulum law. Civilizations don't collapse in one direction. They collapse because they snap back. Bentov's work, if you read it right, it's a warning. Don't get lost in the swing. Find the still point. Tune your body's resonance. Step into the pause. That's survival in a world of oscillations. And that's the real takeaway. He didn't give us a metaphor, he gave us a key to the still point where time collapses, a key to the body as antenna, not generator, a key to the cosmic law that governs atoms, planets, and civilizations. He was sketching initiation without saying the word. The pendulum isn't just back and forth motion, it's the architecture of consciousness. The only question is, do you get strapped in the swing, or do you stand in the stillness where eternity breathes through you? Humanfluence, out.